Communication has greatly improved as individuals can communicate quickly and efficiently. Various theories have been developed to explain this phenomenon. This presentation explores the cultivation theory in relation to the role of mass media and the quality and nature of interpersonal communication in today's society by examining the theory and its application to various aspects of interpersonal communication influenced by television. The cultivation theory. The cultivation theory, also known as the cultivation hypothesis or the cultivation analysis, was an approach developed by Professor George Gerbner. It was about a study of the effects television had on viewers' ideas and how it influenced their everyday lives. Cultivation theorists believe that television has long-term effects which are small, gradual, indirect, but cumulative and significant. The cultivation theory evolves around three main concepts: mass media effects and processes, effect of mass media that differs from Garber's perspective, operational practices that affect the relationship between various aspects of culture and television exposure. Concepts involved in cultivation theory. The theory constitutes of certain concepts include storytelling. This demonstrates how the television has become an important source of information about life experiences. Individuals are exposed to three types of stories when watching television. The first one involves how things work. This seeks to explain the dynamics of life. Secondly, there is how things are. This depicts the current society's rules, visions, and goals. Thirdly, what do you depict human behavior with regard to choice and values? This includes aspects covering law and religion. Another concept involved in the cultivation theory is the symbolic function of televisions. The symbolic role of the television is characterized by three traits: television being accessible, omnipresent, and comprehensible. Television is an important element in many people's lives. Besides that, it is available in many homes and an individual does not need any prerequisite skills to be influenced by it. In terms of understanding, it has been able to portray accurate, vivid pictures of the society, enabling the viewers to relate to it more readily, hence shaping individuals' cultural views. The third concept involved in the cultivation theory is symbolic environment. Television has taken up the role of information people. The third concept involved in the cultivation theory is symbolic environment. Television has taken up the role of informing people about the surrounding environment instead of allowing people to experience real aspects of life. This refers to human beings' ability to acquire knowledge not just from personal experiences, but also from the symbolic environment depicted through stories. The news, drama, and other programs, whether real or fiction, influences the thought process of an individual about life, people, authority, and society. Through regular exposure to broadcast material, individuals' discernment about different aspects of life is affected. People idealize the standards set by television standards to experience life and interact with followers. People idealize the standards set by television standards to experience life and interact with followers. Here are some of the examples of TV shows on the air that not only defines the culture and norms of the society, but also raises important dilemmas and issues, as well as showing consequences of those. These shows inherently define ideas like what is the perfect relationship? What should be the code of conduct with friends? What type of interaction between family and etc. Impact on interpersonal relationships. The cultivation theory can be used to explore the impact of media exposure on the interpersonal relationships through a focus of three concepts. Violence. Continuous exposure to violent content in the media may contribute towards an increase in violent tendencies and how an individual interacts with another person. Sexual relationships. The continued exposure to content portraying romantic relationships is likely to influence the quality of the interpersonal relationship in real life. Self-image and emotions. The quality of interpersonal relationships an individual develops. Self-image and emotions. The quality of interpersonal relationships an individual develops is also dependent on his or her self-image and ability to regulate emotions. The cultivation theory emphasizes how the television influences interpersonal relationships through its influence on people's moral values and overall views of life. It is effective in defining the nature of interpersonal relationships in the contemporary society and how they have been influenced by the mass media. The social learning theory significantly implicates the information processing principle, likewise the cultivation learning theory. In social learning theory combines itself with cognitive learning and highlights that psychological factors as well as behavioral factors influence the learning process in this theory. Moreover, the author significantly highlights 4 factors observations for simulating the learning: retention to storing working memory, reproduction to practice the event, and motivation with reinforcement for memorizing the concept for a long time.